This is chapter 22, lesson 5, and it's called perimeter, area, or volume. What is our learning goal for today, Heyman?
Our learning goal for today is to solve problems by first determining whether surface area, perimeter, or volume is needed.
Good. So today we will have lots of different problems, but sometimes to solve the problem we will need to find the perimeter, sometimes we will need to find the surface area, sometimes we will need to find the volume. So before you solve a problem, you need to first decide. You need to ask yourself, okay, is this question asking me to find the perimeter, the surface area, or the volume? Okay? So in order to do that, let's understand, let's clarify. What is perimeter? We have to distinguish between perimeter, surface area, and volume. So what is perimeter? What is perimeter? Atharva, what's perimeter?
Perimeter is the area, the length around the figure.
Good. It's the distance around a figure. Oops. Right? So perimeter is the distance around a figure. Now, how do we find perimeter? So for example, let's draw a picture. Make a little chart in your notebook like this to help you distinguish, right, to compare and contrast perimeter, surface area, and volume. So we know that perimeter is the distance around a figure, and it looks like it would be like, if that's the figure, the perimeter would be this blue part. Yes? Right? The perimeter is the border, the edges. How do you find the perimeter? What do you do to find the perimeter? Erica?
So you add each
Good.
side.
So you, oops, I want to use black, but that's okay. You add the length of each side, right? Or just add each side. Let's just write that. Good. To find the perimeter, you add each side. The key word there being add, right? What kind of units do we use for perimeter? Do we use square units, regular units, or cubic units? What kind of units do we use? Carmel?
Regular units.
Good. We use regular units. Great. How would you describe what surface area is then? Vienna?
Surface area is the distance around a solid figure.
It's not the distance. It's not the distance around a solid figure, but what is it? Aditya?
The area of a net.
Okay, the area of a net of a solid figure. You could also describe it as maybe the area of a net of a solid figure. You could also describe it as what, Carmel?
The area of each face of a solid figure.
Okay, the area, the sum of all the areas, right? The sum of the area of all the faces of a solid figure. Good. Oh, no. Okay, well, it's going to go into there. Okay, so surface area, you could think of it, if we had to draw a picture to think of surface area, we could draw a net, right? Let's say this is a net. Is that a net? Sort of, right? And what would you say, what would you color in to show the surface area? All this stuff, right? That's all the surface area. Okay, so how do you find the surface area? Mathematically, what do you need to do to find the surface area? Satvika?
So to find the surface area, you need to find the area of all the faces.
So add, and you add them up, right?
Yeah.
So you add up the area of all the faces. Very good. So you need to multiply and you need to add, right? Because to find the area, you need to multiply. Now, what kind of units do we use to describe surface area? What kind of units do we use? Sakshi? Good, we use square units. Good. So volume is how much can fit inside a solid figure. How would you draw a picture to show volume? Ria?
You can probably draw a cube.
Okay, we could draw a cube or a rectangular prism. And can I show the boxes that would fit inside like this?
Yeah.
Right? So volume is all the stuff that would fit in there. How do you find the volume? How do you find the volume? Volume is What? Satvika?
Volume, to find volume, you do the length
Length.
times the width times
Sorry.
the height.
Length times the width times the height. Good. And of course, this is the length. This is the width. And this is the height. Okay, and then what kind of units do we use to describe volume? We use, hey, Mon?
Cubic units.
Cubic units. Good. Let's see if this one will cooperate and let me put it where I want it to go. Right there. Very good. Stay there. Oh, stay there. Good.